Today's speaker, Heidi Pack. She is working in a Futurizes human care team with a focus on diversity and inclusion, employer branding and recruitment. She has a vast experience with different HR topics, mostly worked in the IT space, and her true beliefs are inspiration, authenticity, and empathy.
We have created a diversity dashboard. We wanted to find out a little bit more about ourselves based on our own data. And our HR system is Personio. So we kind of wanted to analyze a little bit the data that we can get from Personio. We have some data scientists in-house, so they were a great help in creating this dashboard. So our first dashboard was a gender dashboard, and we wanted to make this interactive. So this is available for all people internally. So you can go here and see if you, for example, want to check out people in our design competence. What is the gender ratio there? So you can see that in design it's very, very balanced. But then if we look, for example, at tech, it looks quite different. With the tech, this is now the data here is about 2 weeks old. The data that we pull out to this dashboard, it's not alive, so it's static. The first time we published this gender dashboard was in January 2019. And at that point, the ratio was about 11% women in the tech. And now I was very happy when we updated the data for this gender dashboard to see that actually the female percentage for the tech had gone up to 15. And also one thing I would like to mention here is the binary gender. So when we published the dashboard in January 2019, at that point in Personio, there were options for a gender were female and male. But we have worked with Personio, and they introduced another option for the system, which is called diverse. So now an individual can also select a third preference as what they would opt for their gender to be in Personio. However, when we pulled this data now for this new updated dashboard, I noticed that people have not used yet this third gender option, which I was a little bit surprised about, because when we did the D&I audit, there we had 2% of our people had selected non-binary as their preferred gender. Then we did a second dashboard, which was around nationalities. So here we looked at where do our people come from. And we also have the interactive part here. On this side, you have all the nationalities that we have people working from. So for example, if you look at Russia, you can see that we have Russian colleagues working in our Helsinki office. There's 11 of them. Then we have 1 in Berlin, 2 in Munich, 2 in Stockholm, and 1 in Oslo. And then from the other perspective, we can see in what nationalities we are working in which offices. So if we look at Helsinki, we have lots of Finns, 222 to be exact, and then a bit under a quarter of our people are from other countries, and I think there was something like 34 different nationalities. So this just gives people a chance to a little bit play around with the data that we have, since of course in the data that's available in Personio, it's not open for all. So this was pulling out certain data that we wanted our own people to be able to see.